Step into the pages of The Return Journey, the second to last chapter of J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit, where the echoes of transformation and bittersweet farewells linger in the air like whispers of a world forever changed. Forever changed, mind you, by the virtues of a simple hobbit. Fellow wanderers, welcome! I'm Aaron, your host, and this is episode number 120 of Lore of the Rings. Let's wander. In many ways, this chapter does not focus on showcasing Bilbo's transformation from a timid hobbit to a confident adventurer. Instead, it offers a poignant exploration of how the unchanged nature of hobbits serves as a force for good in the world of Middle-earth, and perhaps in our own lives. For instance, Bilbo's lack of interest in amassing great wealth remains steadfast. He chooses contentment over abundance, settling for just 2 small chests of treasure. Bilbo's well-known hospitality continues to shine as he warmly invites the dwarves to a gathering, a stark contrast to the unexpected and bustling party he hosted at Bag End at the very beginning of his journey. However, Bilbo's generosity isn't confined to his own companions. He repays the Elven King's unexpected hospitality with a string of precious gems, a gesture that cements his place as an elf friend. Even amidst his darkest moments, including Thorin's betrayal and the harrowing order to cast him from the wall, Bilbo's loyalty to his companions remains unshaken. Although he's unaware of Thorin's impending fate as he wakes at the chapter's start, Bilbo still identifies himself as a, quote, companion of Thorin. Despite the challenges, he maintains his loyalty to the original company. Bilbo's outlook on adventure also has not undergone significant change. When Gandalf first introduced the idea of adventure, Bilbo famously retorted, quote, "We have no use for adventures. Nasty, disturbing, uncomfortable things. Make you late for dinner." Even now, as his journey reaches its end, his sentiments echo a familiar refrain, quote, "This is a bitter adventure, if it must end so, and not a mountain of gold can amend it." And in a nod to the book's central narrative, that of a Baggins having an adventure and doing unexpected things, Bilbo adds, quote, "Yet I am glad that I have shared in your perils. That has been more than any Baggins deserves." Yet, even with Bilbo's thoughts on adventure, there's another subtle Tolkien theme. Suffering and sorrow bring forth growth and change, hence why Bilbo is glad to have shared in their perils. Thorin's final words to Bilbo encapsulate the essence of this theme, quote, "If more of us valued food and cheer and song above hoarded gold, it would be a merrier world." This sentiment essentially summarizes the story's underlying moral, underscoring the narrator's intention to instill this perspective within us, the readers. The return journey invites us to appreciate the enduring virtues of hobbits, and through Bilbo's character, it emphasizes that these unchanging qualities can indeed be a beacon of light and goodness in a world characterized by change and turmoil. In a fascinating observation on storytelling, Tolkien shares, quote, "Now, it is a strange thing, but things that are good to have and days that are good to spend are soon told about, and not much to listen to, while things that are uncomfortable, palpitating, and even gruesome may make a good tale, and take a deal of telling anyway." That was all the way back in Chapter 3 of The Hobbit. Fast forward to today's chapter, The Return Journey, where we witness a narrative shift. Bilbo's journey from the Lonely Mountain to the Misty Mountains, a feat condensed into a mere 2 pages, stands in stark contrast to the initial outward journey that spanned 8 chapters. What's responsible for this narrative economy? Quote, "He was well guided and well guarded. The wizard was with him, and Beorn for much of the way, and he was never in great danger again." Unlike the perilous and suspenseful events that marked the earlier journey, Bilbo is now accompanied by capable and formidable guides. The presence of the wizard and Beorn significantly reduces the threats he faces. This, combined with the scarcity of goblins, means that the return journey lacks the dramatic tension and complexity that typified the journey to the Lonely Mountain. It's a clear case of the comfortable and good aspects of the journey, not demanding as much narrative space as the initial uncomfortable and gruesome trials. In essence, the shift in storytelling pace serves as a testament to Bilbo's growth and the transformation of his character. Where once the perils and challenges were paramount, his return journey is marked by his newfound confidence, guidance, and the absence of the same level of adversity. Before we continue our exploration of the return journey, let's take a brief break. When we come back, we'll wander through the bittersweet nature of farewells. We're not done yet. If you like this episode, please leave a review and share with your friends. And remember to subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be right back.
Do you ever find yourself thinking about who would win in a fight between Goku and Superman? Hi, I'm James Gavsey, and on the Who Would Win show, me and my co-host Ray ignore anything important happening in the outside world and debate fictional battles between characters from comics, movies, and video games.
We got a new show every week, and almost always am I the winner.
Yeah, not true, Ray.
In the past, we've discussed such matches as Captain America versus Darth Vader, Solid Snake versus the Iron Giant, classic matchups like RoboCop versus Terminator, and even the Muppets versus Sesame Street.
That one was crazy. So if you're a fan of geek culture and love a spirited debate, check out the Who Would Win show wherever you get your podcasts, or check us out at whowouldwinshow.com.
Farewells and stories often carry a bittersweet quality, encapsulating both the poignant beauty of connection and the heartache of parting. In The Return Journey, this sentiment is masterfully woven into the fabric of the narrative, capturing the depth of emotions experienced by the characters and resonating with readers. Let's delve into several instances of farewells from this chapter and explore why such farewells are inherently bittersweet. As Bilbo bids farewell to Thorin, we witness a culmination of their complex relationship. Their shared experiences have forged a deep bond, making the prospect of parting all the more poignant. Bilbo's gratitude for Thorin's eventual redemption and friendship is juxtaposed with the sorrow of losing someone he's grown to care for deeply. This bitterness stems from the realization that their journey together, with all its challenges and triumphs, has come to an end. Their farewells to the other dwarves evoke a similar sense of longing and melancholy. Each dwarf has left an indelible mark on Bilbo's journey, and as they part ways, the camaraderie they shared is tinged with the understanding that their paths may never cross again. This mix of fond memories and the uncertainty of the future contributes to the bittersweetness of the farewell. Thorin's final burial serves as a profound farewell not only to the character, but also to his legacy and the dreams he held. The solemnity of the occasion is interwoven with the recognition of Thorin's transformation from a treasure-driven, revenge-seeking leader to a valiant and selfless ally. On Thorin's chest, Bard places the Arkenstone, and the Elven King places Orkest, Thorin's elvish blade. This simple act demonstrates the unity of the good peoples of Middle-earth, even though the tragedy is still painful. Thorin's burial encapsulates the complexities of his character and the emotional weight of his passing, combining both reverence and sorrow. Bilbo's farewell to the Elven King carries its own poignancy. It reflects the evolving nature of his relationship with the Wood Elves, from his initial capture to the mutual respect and gratitude that has grown between them. This farewell captures the fleeting nature of connections, and the knowledge that despite the bonds formed, circumstances might prevent future reunions. Farewells and stories are inherently bittersweet because they encapsulate the transient nature of life and relationships. They symbolize change, growth, and the passage of time, all of which are integral to the narrative's progression. Bittersweet farewells tap into the universal human experience of longing and loss, resonating deeply with readers who have also navigated their own moments of separation and change. And you know, talking about farewells reminds me of that song from the Hobbit films that Billy Boyd sings, This Last Goodbye. I think I'll do a breakdown of that song, and all the others from the Hobbit films too, in a future episode. In The Return Journey, J.R.R. Tolkien masterfully captures the bittersweet essence of farewells, infusing his characters' partings with a rich, emotional resonance that mirrors the complexities of real-life goodbyes. Through these farewells, readers are reminded of the depth of connection, the impermanence of moments, and the beauty found in the intertwining of joy and sorrow. As we conclude our wandering through the return journey, we find ourselves immersed in the poignant threads of transformation, unchanging virtues, and bittersweet farewells that Tolkien so artfully wove into his narrative tapestry. This chapter, like the heart of Middle-earth itself, reminds us that growth comes hand in hand with continuity, and that every ending carries within it the promise of a new beginning. As we bid adieu to Bilbo's tale and the adventures we've shared, I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all of you for wandering Middle-earth with me. Together, we've unearthed layers of insight, explored the complexities of characters, and delved into the timeless themes that make Tolkien's world a treasure trove of insight and inspiration. But remember, this is not our final farewell. The roads of Middle-earth are vast and boundless, and there are countless stories yet to uncover. And we have one last chapter of The Hobbit to wander through, let alone the final on-screen adaptations. So I invite you to keep your spirits ever curious and your hearts open to the wonders that await. Join me in future episodes as we continue our journey through the rich landscapes of Tolkien's imagination, seeking knowledge, wisdom, and the joy of exploration. Until then, dear listeners, may your paths be guided by the light of adventure and the warmth of friendship. Thank you for sharing these moments with me, and may your own journeys be filled with the magic of Middle-earth. My friends, if you enjoyed this episode, let me know by subscribing, leaving a review, and sharing with your friends. Follow me on Facebook or Instagram at Lore of the Rings Podcast. For feedback on the show, please email me using the link in the show notes. Until next Thursday, remember, not all those who wander are lost.